Okay, let me try to do a recap so far. So many things have been happening. I started off my Lyft day with a ride right out of my home base. As soon as I finished gassing up the car, I turned the button on. Within 20 seconds, it went off. I had a ride with four, I think they were from Middle Eastern, I think they were Pakistani women. They're still teenagers. They loaded all their stuff in the car. I thought I was taking them to the airport. They were very nice, delightful young women. They plugged into the sound system so they could have their music. I didn't even know the thing switched on. They total DJs. I told them, hey, play as loud as you want. And they had the most, wow, some incredible music. And with this car, as my wife's car, since she wasn't here, I really upgraded the thing. And I got the high-end JBL or JBL sound system. So it was like being in a disco club all the way to Glendale. Really good. I mean, $80 fare. Well, I don't even know what the tip was. And then after that, someone told me this. They said once you can get down to the Los Angeles area, Glendale is right on the outskirts of Los Angeles, you can get lots of fares, one after another. And it's been like that. Bam, bam, bam. Here it is, 2:23. I started off this morning. It's 2:23. I haven't been able to have anything to eat. I've had so many fares. I had another guy, just tell you two more interesting ones. Another one was a young Hispanic man from Mexico, dishwasher at a little restaurant, and he picked me up because he begged his boss to let him out early because there was a soccer game, football as they call it elsewhere, between Venezuela and someplace else, and he wanted to see it so bad, so he called me. I took him literally down the street from his place. And another great thing about being down in LA, the rides are all close. Instead of driving 15 minutes to pick somebody up, they're 3-5 minutes away. That's very close. I just drove him down the street. I made $5 off of that. He gave me a $5 tip. That's what he told me. So that was amazing. And then the last one I just dropped off was with wow, what a guy. He's a New Yorker. Very Oh, there's a ride right there. Oh my gosh. So that was another Lyft right there. And then I just stopped and had some lunch real quick. So I was telling you guys about the gay. I think he's in the entertainment industry. He was on the phone the whole time in the back. He talked with me a little bit, mostly talking about. I won't, try to avoid talking about people's details, personal stuff, production stuff that was going on, working with venture capitalists. And the most interesting thing was talking about the party that he was in last night. The only thing I'll leave it. He talked a lot, and people are pretty open about stuff. But I'll just leave it to say it was 40 plus naked men in a giant hot tub overlooking the Hollywood Hills. So let's just leave it at that. Lots of more details he was telling the other person about. What a life that guy's living. Very different, very fast, working hard, 7 days a week apparently he says. But it looks like his work is a lot of play. And so I told you about that guy, and then the dishwasher, and then the 4 women in the morning, and we'll see what more happens from here. So we'll keep on going, and talk to you later. All right, just had 2 interesting lifts right in a row. First was a group of 4. They were right in downtown Hollywood. I picked them up on Sunset Boulevard. Pardon me. None of that. Let's turn that off. See, this is the club beats that I listen to for my customers. I let them DJ, so you never know what they're going to come up with. So it just turns on. Picked them up there right in downtown Hollywood on Sunset, and they were really happy. They weren't drunk. They hadn't been drinking at all, but they were so happy because I think I've got a lot of students lately. They're finishing their studies and partying or having fun. And I took them to another place. I'm not sure what place it was, or their residence or something. We had a fun time in the car. Oh my gosh, such laughter. It's really great to see happy people, especially when they're able to be so happy without drinks. Especially that. Can you imagine what it'll be like later? And then after that, I picked up 2 women. They were Sports Illustrated models. I think they're just models in general, but they just finished a shoot for Sports Illustrated. I'm not sure if it's a swimsuit edition, but they said they were at the beach. But it was really interesting listening to them talk, because they were talking about going to the massage therapist, and the one was asking the other about this one massage therapist, and she went to his house, and there was powder all over the floor, and it turns out he makes toothpaste, and he wanted her to eat the toothpaste before the massage, and she's like, no, thank you, I don't need the toothpaste. And he's like insisting just a little dab, and she's like, she was worried I'd wake up later and your massage is done, you know, like if you're roofied or something. It was really interesting. So they decided they would go back together. Oh, you know, and she was asking, did he straddle you? So very interesting, you know, really fashion sense women. I just dropped them off back in Burbank now. So it's kind of interesting. I've made my way down and I'm kind of starting to make my way out. I wonder if I'll get called back down to the main city. We'll see what happens. I'm going to sit here. I just stopped at Starbucks, my second Starbucks for the day. Really doing well today. I mean, just one rad after another. Big fare, middle fare, everything in between. So that's it. So I'll sign up for now, and if more, there's more. There's more. If there's not, then there's not. See, I'll talk to you later. I want to make this video while I still have the emotion. I'm a little choked up right now. I just met an amazing young man. Sorry about the air conditioner wind. He picked him up in Glendale. Gave him a ride all the way down to Santa Monica. I don't think you mind if I say his first name. His name is Sean, and I'm not exaggerating to say that he's one of the most encouraging young men or young people that I've ever met to give me towards giving comfort that the world is going to be. I don't want people to think I'm filming them. The world is going to be just a-okay. That there's people like him, even if he's dilute in 1 in 100 or even 1 in 500 or 1,000. If there's just that many of Sean's in the world, things are going to be okay. And it's also further proof that even with challenging circumstances, great men and women can emerge. Sean had some amazing influences in his life. He's a young man, still in his 20s. Amazing influences in his life, but he also had some challenges as well in that regard. And it would have been easy for some to go the other way and to choose other alternatives, other perspectives, rather than one of an outlook of optimism and of service to others, of pursuing what makes the world a better place, and of discerning what constitutes good in his own eyes, and by his own internal reckoning through values that he has formulated through experience. Oh, I've got another ride. 2 minutes away. This is just never ending. Longest day ever. Here we go. Let's accept. And we're navigating. Off we go. So I've got to stop now. Sean, thank you for meeting me. I look forward to keeping in touch with you. If I've got a daughter, if I ever have a son, I would hope that he would be like you. You're amazing. I mean that. All right, that was a delightful ride. I picked up 2 young women, one from England, the other from here. But the one from here had been living somewhere else for the last 4 years, and she just had a homecoming for her best friend, the woman from England, and I picked them up in Santa Monica and dropped them off at home. And we had the nicest conversation. They're in their early 20s, mid-20s, and they told me all kinds of advice about Emily, and that the one in particular who came here as a teenager from a foreign land, being a U.S. citizen, the British one. She was British dual citizenship. She did exactly what Emily did, a little older than Emily when she got here, and she told me she came just fine. Of course, the language wasn't an issue for her, but she told me that the way California is, the way it's so open and accepting of differences, and that she thought she would be just fine. She loves it here and never wants to leave. So I had a great experience with that. I just don't want to stop. I was just Lyft all night long. I'm having so much fun doing this. But what I've done now is I've put in the Lyft destination filter to the hood, my home in South Colton, and what it'll do is it'll filter anybody requests, because I'm just getting bam, 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 one after another. I can't do that. I'll never get home. So it will just find people that are going my way. I've done this once before. I didn't find anybody. So maybe it's because I'm heading towards a destination that nobody wants to go. That sounds like a song. I don't know. But we'll see. I'm going to turn this off. If there's nothing else from here, then that's the end of the night. End of my lifting for the day. If there is, then I'll let you know if I pick up anybody along the way. Have a good one, everybody, unless there's more. See ya.